Good morning, students. Welcome to biology class. And the last class we discussed that how the microorganisms are the causing harm to the human beings. So let me say that I listed all that the diseases in a tabular form. Just we'll see that what are the microorganisms, how they'll cause harm. What is the disease? What is the causative organism? And what is the source for that? And how you can take the precautions. Okay, yes, the disease like I said, tuberculosis. You know that tuberculosis is also called as the TB, the arrest of the respiratory tract with the severe cold and cough. Okay, yes, that is caused by the bacteria and through the air, and this bacteria it will be enter. Okay, let's come to the measles. Measles is caused by the virus and it is also entered through the air. The next one is the chickenpox caused by the air, and it will be the main vector here. The vector is vector is air as well as contact. If you touch the infected person also, this disease will be attacked to the healthy person. Polio is caused by the virus and is also the air and water. Typhoid is by the bacteria through water, and cholera is by bacteria by the food and the water. And the next one is hepatitis C virus, and malaria is a protozoan. The name of the protozoan is Plasmodium falciparum, and the causative organism or the carrier for this is the mosquito, or it's called as an insect. Okay, so like this, all microorganisms are responsible to cause several diseases in the human beings. For all these diseases, how you can protect ourselves, that is we will study now. With only the process is a vaccination here. Okay, yes, I explained already what is called as a vaccination. During the time of the during the time of the vaccine, several disease-causing organisms are injected into. Edward Jenner discovered this. Injected into the body. Different disease-causing, all these disease-causing viruses are injected into our body. So that time, the bacteria does white blood cells which are present in the body, they'll welcome every organism. So we'll fall in sick at least 2 or 3 days. The next time when the bacteria is trying, or when the virus is trying to enter into the body, immediately these white blood cells, they'll go there and they'll reach and they'll engulf it. Okay, so vaccination will you take after the disease or before the disease? So before the disease only we have to take the vaccination. Okay, injections means after the disease will take, and vaccines will take the before the disease. Okay, then vaccination is the one method, and the next one, once you are attacked, once you suffer with the problem, the first and the premost the method is the person should be isolated. You have to keep separate. When you keep separate his stools, his things and vessels, whatever the clothes, whatever he is using, we should not keep it at everybody. So then what will happen if you do like that? The disease easily spread from one person to the other person. Okay, yes, proper cleanliness is important. You have to keep our surroundings neat, and we have to take the food only from the covered items. Okay, so clean water, and we should not take the water from stagnant areas. Contaminated water we should not drink. If you take all this care, obviously or automatically you can protect. Prevention is better than the cure, no? So if you take all these preventive steps, so we can eradicate, and at least we can stop this particular disease from spreading from one person to other person. All these diseases are communicable diseases, so we have to take a lot of care. Through the air means what we can say, whenever the split comes out, whenever the sputum comes out, the sputum has thousands of the microorganisms. That's what you already studied. I don't want to repeat again. These thousands of the microorganisms, easily they'll enter into our body and they'll cause harm to our systems. Okay, yes, that's it. So the next one is microorganisms, even they cause harm to even the animals also. Animals also suffer with the many diseases, but in the textbook only the 2 diseases mentioned in your syllabus. And who observed this means Robert Koch in 1876. and he noticed the bacteria. The bacteria name is an Bacillus anthrax. From the Bacillus anthrax bacteria, the rain has given anthrax disease. This anthrax disease, even in human beings also we'll see. Anthrax disease in human beings as well as cattle, and this is due to the bacteria. Actually, what is this an anthrax disease? Means just like a skin rashes, it will come whenever the people consume the flesh of sheep. Mostly they used to say like that. Okay, anthrax disease. Next one, foot and mouth diseases. Foot and mouth diseases also will seen in an cattle. Okay, only these two diseases are given in your textbook. So even microorganisms are responsible for to cause whatever diseases we are having. Almost all the diseases we used to see even in animals also. Even animals are also vaccinated. Okay, proper medication is required. The veterinary doctors, they'll take care about regarding for all these diseases to protect from the animals. Okay, yes. Next one, how this the microorganisms are responsible to cause even in plants. In plants also they'll attack with the viral disease, bacterial disease or fungus disease. Okay, whenever you see in this citrus in the sense lemon, if you see the lemon, it's a yellow in color, brown colored patches we'll see. That disease is called as a citrus canker. Without any patch, if you see the lemon, that is a good one. We'll get a more juicy. Whenever there is a brown, that was infected by the bacteria, and that disease named as citrus canker. Okay, next one, rust of the wheat. Rust of the wheat, rust of the sugar cane, red rot in sugar cane. All these diseases will be caused by the fungi. The fungi, whenever the fungi is attacked, the fluffy growth of hair-like structures, it will be developed even on the leaves or in the sugar cane or even the wheat. Okay, that particular disease named as rust of wheat. Next one is yellow corcovine disease. Yellow corcovine disease also we'll see in the citrus plants only. The citrus leaves will be covered, we'll see the yellow type of patches. Otherwise, all the green colored pigment, it will be disturbed by the virus, only the veinlets it will be left behind. So, yellow corcovine diseases. Okay, children, that's all. These are some of the diseases caused by the different microorganisms. Either it's the plant or the animal or the human beings. What are the care we have to show towards this microorganisms? Means we have to aware ourselves and we have to protect ourselves, and even the plant also has need a lot of care. Plants will not grow as themselves. Okay, those plants will called wild. When the cultivated plants, so the farmer attention and regular checkup and care is necessary for the good yield. In the same way as coming to the animals also regular checkup and care is required for the good yield of the milk, meat and then eggs and whatnot. Okay, yes children, please that's all for microorganisms. So now the next topic is the food poisoning. Who are the best characters we are studying all these days? Paheli and Buzo. Okay, once the Buzo invited by his friends for the party. When once he went to the party, just all the stuff, all the varieties of the food they served, and he ate everything, and then just he came back to home and he started getting the stomach problem and followed by the vomitings. So then everybody is worried about it. What happened? So the food which is served, it is not in an somehow it was polluted, somehow it was poisoned by the virus or by the bacteria, or if it is not covered properly somehow. So the doctor's advice, they told that he is suffering with an food poisoning problem. Okay, yes. So how you can eradicate, how you can stop this food poisoning? Okay, the only thing is, whenever the summer begins, the temperatures, it will be very high. So due to the high temperatures, when you cook the food in the morning time, by the evening, if you don't preserve it in the proper conditions, what will happen? The food, it will be get spoiled. So we have to preserve the food in a proper containers with a proper lid, and by adding proper the what is that called as ingredients, so that the food, it will be stay the longer. Okay, what are those methods? Let me explain that. The first method is the chemical method. By using certain chemicals, chemicals like as sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfate. By using these particular chemicals, and we can preserve all varieties of the food product. And the next one is by using the common salt. If you add the salt in any food item, that food it will not spoil faster. Especially the fishes. Whenever the fisherman, the fishes are left, what they'll do means they remove the gut of the fish and they'll mix it with the salt and they'll make them to expose towards to the sun. So the sun, that whenever fish was dried with the salt, obviously it will be stay months together. Okay, that they are called as a dry fish item. Not only the fish, any food also. For example, mango pieces, we'll cut it and we'll mix it in the salt, and if you make them to dry, they'll stay longer. In the non-season, if the mango season is not there, that time if you can use those pieces. Of course, there is a pickle method, and this is also one more method. Okay, the salt act like as a preservant. How it will be act like as a preservant means it extract the entire moisture which is present inside it. Okay, yes. By adding the sugar also. See, by adding the common salt, especially the fish and meat they will preserve it, and some of the food, vegetables and fruits also. Whereas coming to the sugar, and we can prepare the jams, and we can prepare some juice products. All these are by the adding of the sugar, they will be stay longer. Okay, if you want to prepare any mango juice or anything, just they will make the sugar content like as a thick syrup. That syrup they will add it, which adds some of the vessels, and then those drinks or the juice jam will be stay together, months together. They will be stay back. Okay, months or the years also. Kisan jam, mixed fruit jams, and all this what they'll add. The preservant is here. Preservators also we can say that. The preservant is sugar. Okay, yes, when you add the oil and vinegar, when you add an oil and vinegar also, the food item it will be stay longer. Especially when you are making the pickle, mango pickle. Your mother used to add all these three items, salt, chili powder and oil in a proportionate way. So if anything is less, what will happen? That item will not stay longer. Even the mango pickle, they stay year. This month, May if you keep, the next year May the pickle it will be stay. Such a the capacity, the chemicals, preservatives they have to keep the thing with the fresh for the longer purpose. Okay. The next one is heat and cold treatment. When you heat the things, what will happen? Heat kills the microorganisms. By that particular statement, and Louis Pasteur discovered the method called as a pasteurization. He started boiling the milk under 70 degrees centigrade 15 to 30 seconds. Vigorously he boiled the milk, and immediately he brought back into the chilled condition. Okay, and once it came to the chill condition, then we transfer it into the bottles or in the polythene covers. That milk take at least more than 2 or 3 days. Okay, yes. So that particular method is called as a pasteurization method. Heat kills microbes. Okay, yes. The next one is storage and packing. When you store the food in an air-tight containers, for example, see the rasgullas are there. White balls, no, with the sugar syrup juice, they will keep it. Until and unless if you open, they never spoil it. Once you open it, immediately within the same day you have to eat. Otherwise, they quickly they'll spoil. Once they are air-tight food, it never spoil. See, chips packet is filled with an air. Once you open that, it comes out and the chips all if you don't eat faster, what will happen? They'll become just soft. So when you store the food in a packed conditions, when you store it in a proper condition, the food will not be spoiled. Okay. The last is the storage and packing is also necessary to save the food proper. Okay. So these are all the some preservative methods to keep the food. It will be in the longer and the safe. Okay, children. That's all for today. And we only one topic is left. That is a nitrogen cycle. I'll explain that in the coming class. Thank you.